Hello, boy. It's gonna be nice to see. Actually, should I leave subtitles on? Maybe. I'll look at him if I need to.
Many questions have long perplexed me.
Good transition.
I neither know why I was born in this form,
Why does the form matter?
nor do I understand
Or are
where
you
my
dragon,
long life
please?
should take me. It's as if there's something I've forgotten since the very beginning.
So, why don't you try to find the answer for yourself?
Is that Farina? Like, the voice is very soft. Could be the previous Hydra Archon, but it'd be more meaningful if it was Farina.
Monsieur
Ah, hi.
Neuvillette, the next trial is about to begin.
Thank you for the
Oh,
reminder.
that smile. Good boy.
It's not like you to zone out, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I recalled some things from my past. Events from a very long time ago.
If it's Farina, then it's within 500 years. Oh. Oh.
To me, humanity is like a pool of water in which I see my reflection. Only through observing them can I slowly come to understand myself.
Aww.
The court is now in session.
Nice. Is there anything else? Nope. Okay. I want the freeze frame on the expressions.
Humanity is
Deep
like a
thoughts.
pool of
Maybe sadness, since we can't actually see his expression. Disappointment, hopefully.
in which I see my reflection.
God, okay. He is giving us a side eye there. Not a very impressed one, but... Okay, it repeats
Only-
expressions. After a certain point. There's 4 unique ones and then it repeats them. Okay. But the voice...
So, why don't you try to find the answer for yourself?
Like, the tone is really soft, but it's like we've heard Farina's voice before in this version, like through the trailers. So I kind of want this to also be her. And I think it'd be more meaningful if this is Farina as well. Because if he really is the Hydra dragon, it's like, we know the dragons were opposed to Fanes and their shadows, so they would naturally be inclined to oppose the Archons as well. All of them. There have been 2 instances we know of where they have potentially, they have gotten along with the respective Archons of the same element. Meanwhile, there is also one that we cannot really comment on because we're unsure still if Urabashi was the Thunder Sovereign. But if he was, then he's mega bloody dead. Ugh. So, clearly that relation went well, didn't it? Then, of course, there's a Pep who hates people thoroughly and actually was fine with the idea of Nahida's death until relatively recently. They're still not on good terms, though. If this guy is the Hydro Dragon, then this girl is potentially enabling him, which we'll only know if that's a good or bad thing later on. That's if any of this is the case. If so, then I'm very interested to see where it goes, since so far we've been warned about the Archons and the fact that we shouldn't really be trusting them, like Dane doesn't trust them. And the reality is they're maintaining a state of the world that suits the benefit of an entity we're unsure if we should be trusting. So it's not necessarily a bad viewpoint. It's just the intent of the Archons is clearly good from the ones we've met so far. Farina, even she seems to have good intentions when it relates to her people. And I don't think that the Archons are knowingly screwing over the world or are trying to screw it over. They're just following what is basically required of them. And even if they went rogue, it wouldn't benefit them. It'd probably result in only negative things for everyone involved. So they're kind of just stuck in the position they're in. We see what's happening with the Cryo Archon potentially opposing it. We don't know her motivations exactly behind doing so, but we haven't seen a consequence come of it yet. But the others seem to be quite afraid of the idea of what the Heavenly Principles can do. It basically shackled her entire nation for their own safety because she feared it. So the Sovereign's returning and starting another war. It'd be a neat concept, but at the same time, it'd just have so much potential to screw everyone else over. So we still don't know the deal with the unknown god. We know that they're likely tied to Fanes or Fanes themselves. But that's about it. The assumption is it's Paimon, but there's also the assumption that Paimon's a Seelie too. So we don't exactly know what's going on. It's like, I still think it'd result in a more meaningful confrontation long term if it is Paimon, or tied to Paimon, but there's no guarantees either. So here we are with potentially the Hydro Sovereign, and the Hydro Archon enabling him to potentially end up in a position where he could end up opposing what is the current law of this world. That's if he cares enough. He could also just end up being an ally, like Ishdahar and Dvalinar. But if not, and he takes it further, since he seems to be interested in his own memories and understanding, so if it changes much, then this could be a very interesting plot point. But it kind of draws the question on what Farina's intentions are as well. Because the gemstone for Hydra has dialogue that originally I thought was her kind of looking down on the other gods. But that might not actually be the case. She might, if he really is the Hydra Sovereign, then she might actually be expecting the fact that her and the other gods are going to be judged for what happened. And if so, then she's actually enabling the position where that can happen. Which would really make her a good god of justice, because she's allowing justice to even be brought to beings such as her and the others, who may not be intentionally doing it, but it's the fact that they're involved still. So she's taking accountability in a sense, if that is the way that this is going. If not, then it really is her being a smug little gremlin, and I'm fine with that too. Either way, it's resulting in some very interesting writing for both Neuvillette and for Farina. And I'm very interested and hopeful for when Farina becomes playable. I do am on pulling for this boy. He should be coming home. Whether it's on day one or not is another story. I will record my pulling attempts and I will upload that. But I also then immediately am on saving for Farina after, because yes, I want her. Yes, I want to understand her better. Yes, I'm concerned about the fact that she mentioned someone was trying to kill her. So, yeah, there we are. Hopefully, you guys have good luck with your own pulling attempts, and I will see you in the next one.